online crew. Welcome to today's live where I'm going to talk about the best times to post reels. We're going to look at each of the platforms, so Instagram and Facebook, because there are slightly different recommendations for both. So it's awesome to be back on my normal live schedule. I wasn't on live on Instagram at all last week or my business page because last week I was delivering the Reels Bootcamp in my group, my social media group. Who was on that boot camp and learnt a lot? I hope you were there, because what I'm going to do today as well is draw the winner. So those that were with me all last week for the Reels Bootcamp, and it was an amazing bootcamp. If you want to learn all things about Reels, those of you that were on that bootcamp, let me know if you enjoyed it. Everything to do with Reels, all the things. If you did the homework tasks, every time you did a homework task over the 4 days, your name was going to go into a draw to win a free coaching call with me. And I've got all the names are here. Every time you filled out a homework task, I put your name in the hat, and I'm going to draw that out live. I've got no idea whose name is going to come out, so I will do that shortly as well, and someone's going to win a free coaching call where I can talk to you about your business and what you're doing with Reels, and talk a little bit about a strategy for you as well. So before I go into that, those of you that were on the Reels Bootcamp, or you want to access the videos from the Reels Bootcamp, I am sorry, but they are all gone from my free group. So all the training that I did last week, all that amazing training I did on the Reels Bootcamp, the videos have been taken down. So the only way that you can access the replays now is to purchase them or to become a member of my coaching community with the special offers that are only on for about 3 more hours. And then all those discount codes go away. So we've had a number of people join the coaching community. Well done. That's exciting. So if you need practical help to, build your business, you need help with recruiting, prospecting, content creation, Reels, TikTok, curiosity posts, talking to people, conversations, any skills on anything to build your business online, email marketing, freebies, content creation, like the whole lot. That's what my coaching community is for. And you can get in there for $1 for 14 days and have a look around. Or you can get a discounted annual membership and get 3 months for free out of 12. So if you don't know what I'm talking about and you want to get access to that before it all goes away in about 3 hours' time, put the word coaching community in the comments so I can get you all the details, because all those discount codes are about to cut off, okay? And the free training has gone. That's all been taken down. So you can only access the recordings if you purchase them outright and keep lifetime access to them, or you join us in the coaching community for even cheaper and learn all the things and get all the recordings of all my boot camps I've ever done. You can get the AI boot camp recordings. You can get content creation recordings. You'll never find as much training as I provide for as little as I charge. Okay. And I would like to acknowledge these following people for joining us in our coaching community. We've got Dee Wright, Colleen Cotterill. If I butcher your names, I'm sorry. Joanne Oswald, Sue O'Callaghan, Julie Tozer, Lauren Becky, Shavana Tyler, Krizia Siglo something, Valerie Bush, Asa Gustafan, Sarah Waters, Janice Schultz, Anne Rasmussen, Annalisa Linton, Katie English, and annual members, we've got Michelle Enusa, Laura Sabatis, Rebecca Ferris, Laura Gallant, Heather Zola, Robin Kalluan, Lily Peterson, Kirsten Langer, Klaus Mitterhaus, Donna Riley, Cara Handley, Mia Micken, Crystal Davis, Mary Nichols, Nicole, Dylan Pereira and Leslie Little. So congratulations and welcome to the coaching community. You are going to love all the training that I provide in there for you. So I'm going to draw the winner of that coaching call in a moment. But I do want to get into what I was talking about for today's live, which is the best time to post reels. Okay, so research is an interesting thing. Don't you think? You read one thing, they tell you one thing. You read something else, they tell you something else. It's like trying to go on a diet. You follow some kind of eating routine and they go, do this, and then you follow somebody else and they say, don't do that. It's confusing out there, to say the least. But this is the latest research this year regarding Instagram and Facebook and the time to post reels that is supposedly more successful. Okay, Instagram, you listening? So apparently the best times to post on Instagram for Instagram Reels are very early hours of the morning. So on average, it was around 4 a.m. and on the other side of the spectrum, 11 p.m. So according to research of this was taking into consideration 9 million reels. So researching 9 million reels from creators, they were the best two times to post, 4 a.m. and 11 p.m. What I would say about this kind of information is test it for yourself. You've got to test and evaluate. You've got to look at your numbers. Talking about numbers, I just looked at my numbers before this live to see how I'm going with my reels. Those of you that were on the Reels Bootcamp, you know that I've shared. I dropped off my Instagram reels, which was a really silly thing to do, and I'm just getting back into them now. But here's some of my stats for Facebook and Instagram. So in the last 28 days on Facebook, for me with reels, my reach has gone up 74%. My content that I've published is 35%, and that's because I use an awesome AI tool that's helping me create more content. My engagement's gone up 49%. My net followers has gone up 85%. My Reels reach specifically has gone up 65%. My non-followers is 78.6%, and my followers is 21.4%. Do you not realize the potential of Reels from non-followers? This is exactly why you want to do Reels. It's exactly why you want to watch the replays of the bootcamp that I did over and over again to get really good at Reels. And those of you in the coaching community, we're going deep into the practical side of Reels and all the buttons and all the editing and all that kind of stuff in the coming weeks as well. So 78.6% of people that watch my Reels are non-followers. That's what you want. You want to get outside the people that are following you and get new eyeballs and get new audience. That was 28 days, my stats. My last 7 days, Reels reach is up 257%. Okay. On Instagram, my last 14 days on Instagram, the accounts I've reached is up 47.7%. The accounts engaged is up 18%. And my followers is up 5.7%. Not bad. Okay. That's why you want to do Reels. Okay. Back to my stats. Okay. That was an average across time zones, Dean. Good question. So Dean is saying, is that 4 a.m. for all time zones? Claudette said, is that Eastern Standard Time? That's across time zones. That is American stats. I will say that. So that's taking into consideration your different time zones, and that's the average that it came out. Okay. And Thursday on Instagram is apparently the best day to post. I don't know why, but according to their research, Thursday is a really good day to post. So if you're working out what days to post on Instagram, maybe include a Thursday. Test it out. Always test and evaluate yourself. At the moment, I'm just getting my consistency back on Reels, which I did have at one point in time, and I got thousands and tens of thousands of views. I'm trying to build that back up because I went over on TikTok, and that served me very well. I got over 40,000 followers there. TikTok's great. But my downfall was I let go of Reels. So if it's a matter of you doing them and not doing them, don't get tied up about when. Just do them. I'm just doing them at the moment. I just wanted to share with you what research is showing. You need to test and evaluate yourself. So put reels out there on Instagram and Facebook if you're on both of those platforms, and then look at your numbers and your stats to work out what you're getting the best reach and engagement from. So you've got to look at your numbers like we discussed on the Reels Bootcamp as well. Okay. Now on Facebook, generally the best time to post reels on Facebook is 6 to 12 a.m. Okay, 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. was the best time to post reels on Facebook statistically. If you are drilling down at different times of day that work for you, it's still, and this is pretty much the normal with posting generally that I find, and it's still the same research-wise, is around, if you break up the day, between 6 and 9, 12 and 2, and 6 and 8. Okay, 6 and 9 a.m., 12 and 2 p.m., 6 and 8 p.m. And that makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, hopefully you know your target market and what they're doing. So post at times that you know what your target market are doing. So if your target market is young mums or, mums that have got kids in school, think about those timeframes. They're going to be up early, getting kids to school, looking at their phones, like they're going to be doing those things. But around school drop-off time or school pickup time, don't post then. Those of you that are going to an older demographic, what are they doing at what times of day? What time are they going to bed? What time are they rising? Like, think about your target market and what's going to resonate with them, and then test and evaluate it. Okay? Does that make sense? Which stats do you feel are the most important in relation to what exactly, Dean? Just clarify what you're asking there. Okay, so I would, but as I'm saying is, I don't get, if you are starting your Reels journey, you're just getting consistency. You're finding your feet with building a brand. You're finding your feet with growing an audience. Just post. Just get the content out there, whatever time of day it is, to get quicker and faster and more aligned with the kind of content that people are resonating with you. When you are getting more focused and streamlined and you're getting some engagement and you're reaching more people from the accounts that you're reaching, then dial in a bit and look more at when you're posting and what times you're posting with the data that you are getting from that. So what you want to look at data-wise, maybe this is what you're asking, Dean, which stats do you feel are the most important? Maybe that's what you're asking me. If you're looking at like those ones that I gave you, like my Facebook ones, reach, absolutely. Okay, so what kind of reach are you getting from your content? And this, you can look at this at Facebook and Instagram, depending where you're doing, your content. And even if you're doing different types of content, like maybe you put a post out on Facebook, okay? Firstly, you want to get data from a personal profile. You want to be on the professional mode of Facebook to get the data. Otherwise, you're just going on a whim. You're just looking at your content and going, oh, that got a lot of engagement. It's not until you actually look at the insights and get the actual data that you can truly evaluate. So if you're on the professional mode of a personal profile on Facebook, you can get the actual data. So how many people are you reaching from your content? Same with Instagram. Go into your insights and actually have a look. How many accounts are you actually reaching on Instagram? Okay. You can drill down to see how many, even like on Instagram, how many followers you actually got from a reel. You can drill down and look at all that information. But if you're not looking at your numbers, if you're not looking at the data, you're not learning anything about what people are resonating from you and what they're not. So look at the views. If you're doing reels specifically, look at the views of your reels. Which one are getting more views? What's the reason behind that? What kind of reel did you do? Did you talk into it? Did you have captions on it? Is it just a moving one with words all in the screen? Is it 3 seconds or 5 seconds or 10 seconds or 3 minutes? Or 90 seconds for most of you with reels, but some of you have been given 3 minutes like I have. Look at the data. In relation to how often you should look at the data, don't get obsessive and look every day or post something and then look within 24 hours. About every 7 days, you should sit down and evaluate that week's kind of data. What did I put out? I put out a post, I put out a reel, I put out a live video. What kind of post did you put out there? I put out a quote. Oh, gee, my quote bombed. I got, 5 reach. Facebook didn't like that. Nobody engaged with it. My photo wasn't very good quality. Like, I really need to stop doing quotes and start putting more, meaningful, valuable content out there. Or maybe you're doing you're putting reels out there, you're putting posts out there, but nobody understands you because you're not writing like a human being. You know my motto. What's my motto? Who knows me well? Put it in the comments section. What's my motto that I stand by, and that if you listen to my training, you'll know that I stand by? To be a what before a what. I want to see it in the comments. You need to be more of a human being in your content. And I would recommend with something like Reels specifically, you need to treat every single piece of content as if somebody is a stranger to you. They don't know what you do. They don't know who you help. They don't know what problems you solve. So think of every reel like, okay, how do I explain this? Or how do I give a tip to somebody who has never met me before, come across me? Because you need to entice people to want to engage with you. And obviously, those of you that went through the Reels Bootcamp, I gave you all that. We went through the successful elements of how to put a reel together, all the different features of putting a successful reel together. You've got all of that in the bootcamp. I gave you all of that for free last week. So again, if you want the recordings of that bootcamp, it's kind of priceless, I think. But you need to either purchase it now or become a member of my coaching community. You can get in there for $1. Or go in annual and get 3 months out of 12 months for free. So just put coaching community if you don't know what I'm talking about and you need the details. Okay. So who got it? Yes, Claudette. Human before a marketer. Facebook user. Human before a marketer. If you come up Facebook user, it just means you're watching from my group and you need to click the StreamYard link at the bottom of the description of my live so I can see you. Beth, yes, human before a marketer. Julie knows human before a marketer. Dean knows human before a marketer. Dee, so it's in the back office. So Dee, you are a coaching community member now. You need to go to the members website to get the recordings now. They are gone from the group that I'm live at the moment. They're all gone. So you need to go, you're a coaching community member, you need to go to log into the members website and watch them there. Okay. All right. What else did I want to share with you? I changed I looked at my Facebook and I gave you my 28-day stats. I went to my 7-day stats. The reactions, the comments, and the shares on my reels went up 313% in the last 7 days. And the minutes viewed, so the people that actually watched my reels, went up 577%. No other content will get you those kind of results. A static post, a quote, a picture, very unlikely that you're going to get that kind of increase in engagement and comments and views and, etc. So think of the times that I've given you. If you are just starting out on Reels, though, don't get obsessive with things like, oh, I wonder if this is the right time to post. Just post. Just get it done. Get it out there. But then, after every 7 days, do a scan of the type of content that you put out for the last 7 days and go and have a look at your organic reach. That would be one. Go and have a look at your engagement from that reach. That would be a second key one to look at. And then if it's video-based content like a reel, or, even if you're doing Facebook Lives, like this is a live video, then look at your views. Definitely if you're doing reels, look at the views, how many people are actually watching it. And you can drill down, like going into your insights and see how many minutes have been watched of something, or how many followers you actually gained from a particular reel. You can drill down to all sorts of stats. But if you don't, you're not going to know what works and what doesn't work. So it's your kind of responsibility if you're a content creator, and if you're listening to this live video about me talking about reels, then you're probably a content creator of some sorts. You've got a responsibility to look back on the data to know what's working for you and what's not working for you, so you can work out what to do more of and less of. Because we want to be here for an effective time, don't we? Don't we want to work smarter and not harder? I don't know about you, but I'm always trying to grow and learn how to work smarter and not harder. When you're really in tune with your stats and you're evaluating things and it's like, oh, that tanked, that bombed, nobody really gelled with that at all, I'm not going to do that kind of content anymore. Or you get nicely surprised. Wow, I never thought that would work. It was only a 5-second reel. It wasn't even me. It was a picture of the beach, and I just had some words on the front, but it kept on looping. So it obviously did well, and I got lots of views, and wow, I'm going to do more of that. Like, you don't know unless you're looking at your data. Make sense? Okay. Do you have something that helps keep up with all your social stats? Funny you should ask that, Dee Dee. You're in the coaching community. I did a training in the coaching community, so it's on the members website and in the coaching community Facebook group, about knowing your numbers, data, what kind of stats that I keep every single month. So there's things that you can look at on a weekly basis and just get a sense for what content is working and what doesn't. But at the end of every month, well, I do it like the first day of the next month. I have a spreadsheet. I shared my template in the coaching community with the coaching community members. So you have that template. You can make it your own. Every social media platform I'm on, I track. Every stream of income I have 12, I track. Every month, I know exactly whether I've grown, whether I've declined, where my money's coming from, where I've improved, where I haven't. And on top of that, I have a separate one just drilling down to the content. So you've got a basis to work with in the coaching community. Okay, Dee Dee? Please track. Those of you that don't look at your numbers, you are flying blind. And you could be doing more of what is not effective for you and less of, did that even make sense? You know what I'm trying to say? And I've said it a few times already, so I'll shut up now. So, I've got one job left to do. I was about to wrap this up. Sorry. I've got one job left to do. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? So I've got all the names, everybody that did their homework for the Reels Bootcamp, all your names in here. I have no idea. Just if you did the homework every day for the 4 days, your name is in here 4 times. If you just did one, your name is in here once. So some of you will have your name in here multiple times. What I'm about to draw out now is the name of somebody who's going to win a free coaching call with me, where I can talk to you about your business, what you're doing with Reels, your strategy and stuff like that. Okay? I need some music. Dun, 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 dun. So let's just choose that one. Valerie Bush. I don't know if she is on, but that is the name. It took me ages to type up all your names, and I had to cut them all out. And I was thinking, why didn't I get my kids to help me with this? What am I doing? But there is our winner. If you know Valerie, can you tag Valerie? I don't know if Valerie, you're watching. She's here. Valerie's watching. You are the winner. So I will be in contact with you, and we will set up a time for us to have a call. And I will talk to you about your business, and we'll have a good chat about how I can help you. Okay. So I'll be in touch with Valerie. So please congratulate Valerie. Well done for doing the homework tasks and being in it to win it. You've got to be in it to win it. Okay, so yeah, just remember all the recordings of the Reels Bootcamp have come down. I'm sorry. So you do need to either purchase them and keep them for life or become a coaching community member. If you want the details, put down the words coaching community and I will look back and follow you up and give you the details. However, the special offers only last for 3 more hours. You've got 3 hours to get in and then it cuts off. All the discount codes cut off. So you need to act quickly if you want to get all the goods inside the coaching community. So that really kind of officially wraps up our Reels Bootcamp. So thank you for those of you that were on the Reels Bootcamp. I hope you learned a ton. Keep a lookout for when I do my boot camps because I give so much for free, and I really look forward to all of those names that I read out to help you further in the coaching community with all my other practical training. So thank you for joining me live. I will see you not tomorrow, but the next day, same place, same time, live. So I'll catch you then. Bye-bye.